Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. Recording this Wednesday, November the 30th at about 1:15 in the afternoon. And been talking a lot about this up-and-coming weekend and the model differences. Not that many differences now with the latest European that has come in and the GFS that has come in. And if you have been wanting something other than rain for northern Arkansas, it just does not look likely at this time. It's Wednesday, but right now as we get closer to the event, your confidence starts to build, and it looks like it's just going to be a cold, miserable rain. But of course, we'll watch it for you. Definitely signs that we're heading into the winter season. I've got some good news for all you cold weather lovers I'm going to get to in just a little bit, and we're going to go through this whole thing with the weekend with a couple of rounds of rain into the weekend, the beginning of next week. But first, November, 2.56 inches of rain. That's dry. Some people don't believe me, but it's actually the truth. You know, November is the wettest month of the year according to climatology, the 30-year running average. Again, 30-year running average, what we use in Climo, but it's not by much. It's only by a tenth or 2/10 of an inch compared to May. But it's typically, and has been, the average is what makes it the wettest month of the year. So now going into December, and we are getting way more active. I'm going to take you through the European. This is the newest model that came in, the newest run of the European this morning. And let me just explain what you're looking at. In the black lines, those are isobars, lines of equal barometric pressure. And there's an area of high pressure here. Now, this is valid for Thursday morning, tomorrow morning. You see the front off towards our east, that has brought just horrible severe weather. You know, that's the other thing. We're in our secondary severe weather season. And you saw Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, up into Tennessee, what happened on Tuesday evening. That was our worry. And you know, we're not out of the woods yet. We are into our secondary severe weather season. How close that was. In fact, southeast Arkansas did have a little severe weather. Nothing like our neighbors to the east, but that was our worry with the secondary severe weather season. And there's even the possibility, according to the European, for more severe weather next week. But right now it's focusing on areas south of Arkansas. Again, I'll show you that in just a second. It's long range and things, change, obviously. We've seen that before our very eyes. So let's take this out a little bit further. That's Friday morning. We're still dry. And again, the lines of black are equal barometric pressure. You also see these faint gray arrows everywhere. That's the direction. You may not be able to really see them that well, but that's showing the wind direction at the surface. By the way, you see these red lines. You see these blue lines. These thicknesses. This is the 540 line. And, we always like to look at that in conjunction with surface temperatures, too, to determine the rain-snow line. But it's somewhere in this area if there were precipitation, but there's not. And then you see these blobs here, these gray blobs, these green blobs, and the legend off to the right here, showing you precipitation over the previous 6 hours. So you see some up off the, Vancouver, the British Columbian coastline, really quiet across the country Friday. That's going to change, though. And we see evidence of that as that strong area of low pressure loft that we've been talking about starts to pull out of the southwestern United States, develops a surface low, and you start to see the rains breaking out in Texas. And this is late Friday. Look what happens on Saturday. This is Saturday morning. This right here is a surface high. So this is bringing in northeasterly winds, and you have rain developing, overrunning rainfall in this colder air. So this is a very cold rain. I really think this is the possibility, at least, to be the coldest weekend so far this season. But you have rains Friday night and into Saturday morning developing to the south. And watch how this comes up across Arkansas during Saturday. And you see these faint gray lines. Those are all northeasterly winds. Here's the surface high, broad areas of surface high pressure funneling in northeasterly winds. The surface low here, South Texas and the western Gulf. So this is just a cold, miserable rain. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas. So that's one wave of moisture. That's Saturday night to Sunday morning. It looks like by Sunday afternoon, according to this, that one wave works away. It moves away, that one wave. And the main storm system is still hanging back here towards the west. And there are differences in the strength and the exact placement and timing, but they're starting to come together, the models. But definite differences in the strength of this. The European is stronger than the GFS on how this, the main upper level support comes out. So we're going to get a break according to this on Sunday afternoon, and then on Monday, look what happens. This is by noon on Monday, and you've got rain coming back into Arkansas. So another round of rain. And again, like I said, the European is the stronger out of the two. And the way things are shaping up, there would be at least the possibility in Louisiana for severe weather if this were to happen. Mainly towards our South Louisiana and maybe southern Mississippi. But again, this is way too far out. It's 132 hours out. Things change. But you would have another significant area of rain coming across on Monday, so another dreary Monday. Then that lifts away, and then things quiet down. However, there's going to be a punch of super cold air. This is, again, according to the computer models, coming out of the northwestern United States and out of Canada. There's the surface low. You see that black clothesline right there. You see these thickness lines. These isobars are tightly packed. And this is going to come right across Arkansas. You see it? Whoop, I'm sorry. There's a surface wave. This is Wednesday, so this is not going to happen. If this were to happen, it's not till the end of next week. Surface wave along that frontal boundary, so you get some warming out in front of it, and then some rain chances, and then the bottom just falls out in these temperatures. I'm going to show that to you in just a second, but this is Thursday. Surface low here, front well off towards our east, and I'm telling you, these are just howling northwesterly winds, ushering in the coldest air so far this season by the end of next week. Woo! So much going on, huh? All right, I'm not done yet. Don't go anywhere. I'm not done. All right. Let me pull this up so I can talk about this on the computer. All right. This here is the European, courtesy of EuroWX.com. Remember this weekend on Saturday I said it would be a cold rain. Well, these are forecast high temperatures on Saturday according to the European model. 40s, it's got 48 degrees in the metro, some areas of 50s here, low 50s. But most of the state has highs in the 40s on Saturday. On Sunday, highs in the 40s again, and some 50s, some lower 50s. And remember that I said that the European, in terms of rainfall, shows it's the strongest and it shows the highest amounts of moisture. But another rain, this is a total rainfall for those two events, those two areas of rain coming through, lesser amounts north, but heavier amounts towards the south. It's showing over 7 inches, 7, 8, 9 inches across East Texas into Louisiana. But it's got up to 2 inches here. This is going to change, but it does appear there's another significant round of heavy rain, at least two possibilities of heavy rain. We're talking about Saturday into early Sunday morning, you get a break, and then another on Monday, the way it stands today. And then that next punch of cold air arrives, again, later next week. This is on Wednesday the 7th. And like I said, there's a surface low that forms, so we warm up out ahead of it, according to this, and we're in the 60s on Wednesday. But look at these high temperatures across the Oklahoma and Texas panhandle in the teens. So, yeah, I would say there's an Arctic front there. Thursday, high temperature. So you go from highs in the 60s to highs, I'm not kidding you, only in the 20s north and only near freezing here. Again, I'm going to tell you, this is the 216-hour European. I don't care if it's the European or if it's the GFS. There's going to be flaws with this, but it does show some pretty chilly air. And then Friday, it's got highs, warming up to a near 40 for a high. So there you have it. We have a ton going on over the next several days. And so to sum it all up, the way it stands today, recording this Wednesday, and I've bloviated already so much, but a couple rounds of cold rain this weekend. Saturday into Sunday morning, a break, and then another one on Monday, the way it stands today on Wednesday with the data. The one on Monday has the potential for heavy rainfall. That's the main system pulling out of the southwestern United States. How strong it is, the placement of that, and the exact timing, there could be some unstable air with that, and that is something to watch. You get a little bit of a break, the Arctic air starts to make a charge towards, oh wait, I got more to show you. I do, I forgot about this. The Arctic air starts to charge south. Let me go back to this. This is from weatherbell.com. And this is the 5 to 10 day temperature anomalies in degrees Celsius. So this is the morning of the 5th, December 5th through the December the 10th. And just look at that. These are below average temperatures here, negative temperature anomalies of minus 16. Again, anomalies, not temperature of minus 16, but anomalies. And this is the 5 day 5-day average. So you can see this very cold air. And watch this. This is the 8 to 13 day. And that's the 10 to 15 day. So you see cold air gripping much of the central, much of the entire country except for the Southwest. And those temperature anomalies, -2 to -4 possibly, temperature anomalies in degrees Celsius. I forgot I had those. Those are from weatherbelt.com. Those are the GEFS ensemble temperature means. So that's in the long range. I think it's going to get quite chilly. So thank you very much for sticking around. We are loaded with tons of information here, a lot going on. And thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.